Good morning, minions. Well, it seems like it's been a while since we've done one of these, so welcome to another episode of No More Mr. Fat Guy TV. Now, if you remember, I was getting a little bit stuck on the letter K. So what I've done is I've given it some thinking and given it some thought and left it a few weeks and finally come up with the topic. So the topic for today is kindred spirits. Now, I know it's not a word, it's a phrase, but it gets us past the letter K. Now, what do I mean by kindred spirits? Now, there's a lot of talk about surrounding yourself with positive-minded people, a lot of talk about surrounding yourself with people who are on the same mission as you. I think that's actually a quote on one of those motivational pictures. And all I can say on that subject is it's absolutely spot on. I mean, that could pretty much be the end of the video now, because if you surround yourself with people that are aligned with much of your way of thinking and aligned with where you're heading and aligned with somebody, with your objectives and your goals in life, then you're basically surrounding yourself with people that are going to cheer you on and support you and lift you up. And you're going to surround yourself with people that on days when it all feels too hard, when it feels too difficult, when it seems like that nothing's going right and you're ready to give up, you're going to be surrounded by people that are going to grab you by the scruff of the neck and pull you back up. You're going to be surrounded by people that are going to push you back up onto your platform. And you're going to be surrounded by people that will just make you feel good when you need it at those critical times. Yeah, surrounding yourself, or just have one person, even if it's just one person, but the more the merrier. You surround yourself with positive-minded people, you become more and more positive-minded. I mean, I've seen that personally. I mean, the Facebook online running community is a prime example, and it's where I started. I also have a great network of friends and contacts and support offline, but I mean, it started with the Facebook running community when I completed the first marathon and my page got out there a bit and the like numbers started going up. Suddenly I was at the point in my life where I'd achieved the goal that I'd set out to do, which was amazing, and I kind of, started to think, I liked the running and I really enjoyed, and I was wanting to do stuff with it But suddenly having a bunch of people appear in my life, having people appear in my life that were not only supportive and encouraging of what I'd achieved so far, but really started sparking some thinking. There's some great positive energy and ideas being bounced around, and some of those ideas were just maybe tossed around as sort of like semi jokes and all this kind of stuff. But you get into that environment, you start thinking at a different level yourself, you start thinking more positive, you start thinking of the possibilities, you start realising that the possibilities are greater than what your current horizons are. It expands your horizons, it gives you different perspectives. And at the same time, if you've got people in your life that are not contributing to that, there are people in your life that are negative, there are people in your life that are just will look at what you're doing and think, and just be in a jealous frame of mind, or just be in a, I don't get it frame of mind, or just kind of, want you to stay where you are, then, they're the people you want to spend less time with, or less and less time. And what you find happens over time, if you stick with what's in your mind and what's in your heart and what your passions are and what your goals and your dreams are, you attract more and more of your kindred spirits to you. You attract more and more of those positive-minded people that will really give you a lift. And somehow you get to a point one day where you look around and you find that the negatives, the negative Nellies and the ones that just want you to stay where you are or whatever, they've kind of just disappeared, because it's that old saying, and I think if my mum watches this, she'll probably laugh, but ignore him, he might go away. Ignore them, they might go away. The less attention you pay to sort of the negative crowd, the more they realise they're not having an impact, and they'll just disappear and they'll go off and be negative to each other and find some other targets. Conversely, or rather in parallel to that, is that you pay attention, so you don't ignore the positives, and you'll attract more of them into your life. And not only will they give you a boost, not only will they give you a lift, but what you'll find is that you'll be a positive influence and a motivation and a source of inspiration for them. And it's just, the whole, the sum of the parts. Sorry, the whole is greater than the sum of the parts, and it really does. You start building up a positive network when people people that think in a really great positive way. When they get together, the ideas that get generated, and just out of things being bounced around, and just having a couple of hours over coffee, just talking about random stuff, will produce moments of inspiration, little sparks of creativity. Everybody will walk away from the table. Everybody will walk away from the discussion with fresh ideas and sort of new kind of dreams and goals, or enhancements and extensions to existing dreams and goals. So that's really my piece on K, kindred spirits. Surround yourself by like-minded people. Surround yourself with positive people. Positive-minded people get together and lift each other up. And that's where you want to be if you're going to try and make any kind of change in your life. If you want to realise any dreams, any goals, if you want to pursue your passions, and you do all that kind of great stuff and live an amazing life, then fill it with amazing people. Just fill it with amazing people, and you'll get an amazing life. So that's it from me for this week. You'll probably notice it's a little bit shorter than it has been in the past, and we're going to try and keep them snappy and keep them interesting. And next week we're going to get the letter L, and I'll speak to you then. Bye now.